This is Mike from Skolton's Equipment, and today we're going to discuss Kubota's lineup in the 30 horsepower range. And historically it wasn't super confusing, but in the last 2 years Kubota added a couple models that kind of confused some people, and we get a lot of questions about the 30 horsepower range from Kubota. And behind me I have some examples. I've been waiting to do this video for weeks and months, but due to inventory we haven't had all these models in stock at the same time, and one of these is actually sold behind me, so I need to do the video before tomorrow and when it is delivered. Anyway, behind me we have some representation from Kubota in the 30 horsepower range. The LX3310, the L3901, and the newest edition, which is kind of not new at the same time, is the L3560 Grand L limited edition model from Kubota that they came out with this year. So you might ask, why does Kubota build so many different models in the 30 horsepower range? Well, the answer is each model has a benefit that one of the other ones doesn't, and it's at a price point that they need to be at in their product lineup. So the first tractor in the 30 horsepower range is the LX series. It's new this year to Kubota. It used to be in the B series family, but this last year they changed it to be in the L series family, similar to like the B and the BX. This is the small little brother of the L series, that's why they call it the LX. It's feature rich. It's got the mid-mount PTO, it's got armrest, tilt steering wheel, integrated loader valve, as an open, nice, comfortable platform to sit on. It's got good gauges, handles are nicely situated. It's a deluxe tractor, and it's the entry. If you're looking at a 30 horsepower tractor, this is the smallest one Kubota makes frame size. Next up, you got the L series. It's a standard L. They come in a hydrostat or a gear drive transmission, and that's the next tractor you see here. It comes in a 25 horse, a 33 horse, and a 39 horse. The one I have here is the 39. They're all the same size. They don't look different from the outside. And this is Kubota's base model, so you can still get a hydrostat transmission, but you don't get the armrest, you don't get the tilt steering wheel, you don't have mid-mount PTO, and there's a little hump in the floor, but it's still a 3-range hydrostat. It's still a series hydraulic valve, so you can do 2 functions at once. It's got everything you'd expect with a Kubota standard, but it lacks some of those creature comforts, and it's at a good price. This one's a 39 horsepower, and we'll get to pricing later. And it's the smallest 39 horsepower you can get in Kubota's lineup. The next tractor up here is the L3560 limited edition. It's a new tractor this year, and it's the one I'm most excited about. Technically it's new, but really they've made the L3560 for many years now, probably 5-6 years. And what used to be between the 3901 and the L3560 used to be a $4,000 price jump. What Kubota did is they took a couple little features off this tractor and called it the limited edition and got that price point more to like $1,400 difference, which makes this tractor a lot more affordable when deciding between an L3901 and a 3560. There's some trade-offs. The 3901 has a little bit more power, but the 3560 is a little bit larger and has like tilt steering wheel, suspension seat. It has an HST plus transmission, so it has a high-low in each range, so you technically have 6-speed hydrostat transmission, which is really cool if you're ever using it. It has auto throttle. It has a loader option. This tractor is equipped with the 555 loader, so it's very comparable to the standard L series, but you can option up for only about $800 to the LA805 loader, which boosts your lift capacity almost 800 pounds. It's a very value-rich tractor, and Kubota brought the price down to like, it kind of shocked me when they released this tractor, how much they brought the price down, and they only took off little features like cruise control, a PTO seat switch, rear stabilizer on the 3-point instead of being pin. It's a turnbuckle style. They saved a few dollars there. If you add up the things they took off this tractor, it would not add up to $3,000, which they took off the price. It's a great value from Kubota. If you can find one of these tractors, I would suggest you try to buy it because it's a great value. But let's get back to the pricing between the three. Where do they all stack up price-wise? I forgot a feature on the L3560 that it has that I did not mention. The throttle up feature on the loader joystick is something that I always forget to tell people, but it's one of my favorite features. Let me show you. You ever been lifting your loader and you just kind of want a little bit more oomph? You can press this little button here and it throttles up. Just like that. It's a cool feature that's not available on a lot of tractors in the competitive landscape in general, and any brand you might see, but it's definitely available on the Grand L series from Kubota, the 3560, the 4060, the 4760, the 5460, the 6060, the 5060. I can go on and on, but the Grand L series, throttle up. Now, because pricing varies and there's always different programs, disclaimer, this video is filmed in 2021 in March, so if you're watching this video a year from now, the pricing may be different. Just a disclaimer. This LX3310, the way it sits currently today, is $25,000. With the loader, with these tires, it has mid-mount PTO, they all do. And to give a comparison, to jump up to like a 3901, you're going to be jumping about $1,000 to get that extra horsepower, but you do lose some features. But that tractor is heavier, this tractor is a little lighter. There's some trade-offs, and you have to consider that when you're making your decision. And I always suggest people to drive each one of these tractors if you can before you buy, to kind of see if it's going to work for you. But to give you an idea, there's a $1,000 price jump between this and this. In retrospect, that's the 3901. There is a tractor in between these two models, the 3301. It's identical to the 3901, just has a little less horsepower, and it's $1,000 less than this LX series tractor is. Now, jumping forward, the L3901 is right around $26,000, depending on what it's spec'd at today, March 2021, disclaimer. Pricing does change, but it's $26,000 the way it's spec'd. Now, if you want to jump up to, say, the new L3560 Grand L, it's a price jump of about $1,400 from the 3901. Again, you lose a little power on the 3560, not much. You gain a ton of features. You gain the HSD Plus transmission. It's a little quieter than the 01 series. You get the auto throttle. You get tilt steering wheel, suspension seat. You have a capability of adding an air suspension seat on the L3560. You can have an option to get a bigger loader on the 3560, and it's a bigger tractor, as you can see. So there's some advantages, and these tractors are all very similarly priced, but they all have different advantages when it comes to feature rich and capabilities. Like if you want to put a mower deck on a tractor, two of these tractors can't do it standard. Only one of them can. LX series is the only tractor with a mid-mount PTO. You have the option to add a mid-mount PTO to the Grand L series, but it's kind of expensive. And not many people are mowing with Grand Ls anymore. It used to be 20 years ago, it was more of a thing. Now the advent or the invention of zero-turn mowers and their popularity, that's kind of died off a little bit. And if you're looking for the tractor with the most lift capacity, well, the 3560 is going to get there with the add-on, with the LA805 loader that you can option up to. And I'm going to tell you, be honest, I'm going to be strictly honest with you, very few will be sold the LA555 loader, because the add-on to go up to the 805 loader is not very much. It's like $700, and the weightlifting advantage you get from that 805 loader is pretty significant, and most people will option up for that loader. So if you want the best loader lift capacity in the 30 horsepower range, it's going to be the L3560 limited edition with the 805 loader on it. If you like just straight up features and like you kind of have a fanciest tractor, the Grand L series is going to be the one for you. Or if you don't want that big of a tractor with all the features, the LX series has similar features. The only thing it does lack, it does not have the HST Plus transmission that the Grand L series has, but it still has a 3-range hydrostat. Anyways, I could go on and on about these tractors all day. The L series lineup from Kubota now includes the LX, and the 30 horsepower range from Kubota is not as complex as it may seem when you stack them next to each other, but there is some decisions to be made, and I would recommend you go to your local Kubota dealer and check them out for yourselves. I hope they have inventory. Inventory's tight right now. If you can find a tractor that you want and it's available in stock, I suggest you put your name on it with a deposit, or just straight up leave with it that day, because inventory's tight and demand's high, and what do you expect? It's 2021, folks. See you next time. Thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, subscribe. Check everything out on our website. We have everything pictured and priced on our website. We're one of the only ones that do so. Thanks for watching. See you next time.